Video to talk about the Chapter 2 products. And Chapter 2 is titled, You Have a Spare Bedroom, Rent It Out. A lot of people call this house hacking, but the gist of it is you use a spare bedroom in a place you already own to start generating rental income without the risk and additional capital needed to buy your own rental property. So, what we start with here is what I call market analysis. So, before renting out a bedroom, you have to figure out, hey, what's a realistic price that I can actually rent it out for? So, this spare bedroom rental comps and pricing calculator breaks down comps in your area, so similar type homes and rentals, and generates a target rental pricing for your bedroom based on the specific square footage, the what I like to call a market discount, so a buffer to account for inflated listings, and that gives you a target area of this is where I should rent the property where it reflects the comps, but it's also going to move quickly. Next, I look at the actual bookkeeping for okay, you've begun renting out your spare bedroom. How do you actually account for those financial transactions for tax purposes? So you need solid bookkeeping to be able to make sure you're reporting accurate income since this qualifies as a rental, even though it's just your bedroom. So we look at how to use an Excel spreadsheet to record all of the revenues and expenses that are ultimately going to factor into your Schedule E and your tax return, which is where you report rental income, whether it's a spare bedroom or a 100-unit apartment building. Related to that, Chapter 2 is where we first look at depreciation. So we figure out how do we claim this expense? With a primary residence, you don't claim depreciation because it's not a business in the eyes of the IRS. With a spare bedroom, you depreciate the percentage of your house that's used in a rental capacity. And what this calculator looks at is how do we actually make those calculations? So for tax purposes, we are recording depreciation that's accurate and also ensuring that you have as low a tax bill as possible. Thanks so much. Look forward to hearing all your thoughts, and I'll get into Chapter 3 next week.